Hello?
Hey, how are you?
So Dan, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm great.
All right, all right.
How was the
Cool.
the jazz concert?
Oh, it went really well. Yeah, I'm actually putting those on. We have a third strike jazz and we have a third strike smooth jazz.
Oh, okay.
So I put some of the videos up. Actually, our smooth jazz show airs out of Portland, Oregon.
Oh, okay. So is it
Yeah.
like a jazz club, and then you film them?
It was actually an event at Rutgers University.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Alrighty. You got a few minutes and we can knock
Oh,
it
definitely.
out?
Oh, you can ask me anything.
Alrighty. I'm going to put you on speakerphone if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. If I use
Okay.
this conversation for a part of my podcast, is that okay?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And your group is called Sal and Shannon.
Well, that's our names. See, we're still dealing with the dilemma of what to pick because
Oh, okay.
who knows how important that is? I mean, you got to have some sort of name just for the sake of catalog, right? If someone Googles
Right,
you,
right.
but essentially, if the songs are good, the songs are good. You know,
Exactly.
it's kind of like naming a record. Like, what do you name a record when the songs are different? They're different songs. They have
Right.
their own titles already.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. but
No worries. Okay.
yeah, I got crazy ideas about music, I guess.
Just a weird question. Is Shannon a girl or a guy?
A girl, she's my girlfriend. She lives, so she's
A girl, okay.
yeah. We live together, and
Okay.
we just we're both musicians, and then I'll write a song, and then she'll do backups to it, and then we'll perform from time to time. We don't like actively look to perform, but we'll do it from time to time, and so we go by Sal and Shannon.
Are you a singer or a singer-songwriter?
Yeah,
musician?
composer. I record musicians. Anything
Okay.
having to do with music, I'll stick around.
Okay. Do you play any instruments?
Mostly things with frets on them, but I've got a dulcimer laying around, a mountain dulcimer, a mandolin, ukulele, guitars, snare.
Oh, very cool. I love the mandolin.
Yeah, it's a hard instrument.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, I'm putting you on speaker.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Are you a musician?
Not a very good one. I play piano and guitar, but neither very well.
No, I'm sure you do. Have you ever heard somebody play something super virtuosic that was very impressive but didn't move you at all?
Oh, yeah.
Right? And vice versa? Have you ever heard somebody that plays real sloppy, sings real sloppy, but moves you entirely?
You mean a different direction? Yeah.
No, I don't mean it that way. I mean, it's, music, it's hard. Like, how would you, it's kind of like that question, like, how do you define art? Right?
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to pretend like we're coming back from a commercial break, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, like, and we're back. And we're back with Sal of Sal and Shannon. Hi.
Hi, Soul Dan.
And you are joining us from Washington State.
From Seattle.
Cool. Great music scene there.
Oh, it's excellent. Everybody communicates, and it's a great place to street perform.
And you're a musician yourself.
Yep.
You're a singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist.
Yes, I am.
And you also have a show.
Right, Music City Spotlight. So
Very cool. Now, is that just a local show, or?
No, it's internet based, right? Because I'll record the musicians, and then I'll mix whatever we recorded, mix the conversation part, and then put it up online, so it goes up onto SoundCloud, YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, all that.
Very cool. So you can interview musicians from all over the place, then, right?
Mostly in person, like mostly wherever I'm living at the moment. Like we started it in Nashville, and we recently moved to
cool.
Seattle. That's what it's called, Music City Spotlight.
So you've had different types of music on.
Right. Anything musical. If there's a musician that has songs that are worth recording, I'm gonna help that musician record them.
That's awesome. So tell me a little bit about your music.
Mostly we do. I want to say, funny enough, not because we were living in Nashville, or maybe it is because, but I feel like we're going into the country direction somewhat.
Okay.
But that's not to say that I'm comparing our music to the country pop charts, because that's not. I don't know if I would even call that country.
And there's a broad range, especially now I think in country music also, that you have more of what was considered typical country or traditional country, and then you have more like country rock and more country folk. So there's a broad range there.
It's definitely. I mean, like music, like Tony Bennett says, there's no genres. There's just music, But
I like that.
But yeah, me too. But I mean, personally, I think that if you're gonna use the word country, to me, country comes from white folk musicians coming into contact with black blues musicians, and that's how you get country.
Oh, true.
That's how I
Very
see
true.
it personally. But mostly, I don't know. I think I've written all types of music, and songwriting is something I always wanted to do. But it took me a sec to get around to doing it. I think because of the fear of failing at it. So.
Somebody told me once that fear of failure and fear of success are two sides of the same coin, right?
Yeah, it's silly. It's like being afraid of death. It's the same as being afraid of life. You can't get one without the other.
It can be kind of paralyzing.
Yeah, but if you start and you just go at it, I mean, like I think I told you this earlier. Music is a gift. Like there's something there for me to be doing.
And something to be shared then.
Yeah, doing and shared, and that's why I record musicians, and I just want to be around them because my type of people, I feel like that's what I should be doing in my life, or I'd be wasting it.
Right. And you played some really cool instruments, including one of my favorites, the mandolin.
Yeah, not well, but I do. I'll pick it up, and it's a whole other animal.
Very cool. What else do you play?
Guitar, banjo, ukulele. We'll sing. I'll play the snare for you. I'll dance. Put on my hat. All sorts of things.
Very cool. And can I ask you, just because we're on the Green Living Show, can you tell us a little bit about your green beliefs?
Green beliefs. I think that we should all live amongst nature more so than we do right now. A lot more. We shouldn't separate ourselves so much.
I think it's kind of needed right now, like some healing nature vibes, right?
We need to. Well, that's what we breathe,
Right.
We need that oxygen. That's how people get sick. The lack of nature.
Right.
Of instinct,
Absolutely.
stimulation, all of it.
Lack of, there's kind of a disconnect, right?
Yeah, too much so. I think that's why people do get mentally ill.
Right. So let me ask you, if people would like to share your music and find out a little bit more about you,
Yep.
Where can they go?
Music City Spotlight. If you Google that, it'll come out everywhere. All the social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and also iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play. Just Google Music City Spotlight.
Very cool. And can they find your music as well as some of the artists that you featured on your show?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All sorts of stuff. Our music, the other artists, our upcoming music we're just producing as much music as we can because we love it.
I kind of think it's needed right now.
I'm trying to do my part in helping, kind of like what you're doing. I'm trying to help people, but I can only do so much. I'm only one person, so I'm sticking to musicians for now.
Excellent. And do you have anything coming up? Anything you're working on?
We're gonna put out a record. It's gonna be called "Searching for Johnny the Warrior," and it's only gonna be vinyl. It's not, there's not gonna be any digital copies of it online unless somebody rips it off of vinyl.
Very cool. Very cool.
Because nobody's selling records, right? And why would you? Why would you if it's all online? And not that there's anything wrong with that. I love that aspect too. We have a record online on Spotify. It's called Tennessee. That's all fine and dandy, but I also appreciate the art of recording and the process that you need to make something sound good on a record. It's not the same as digital.
Right, definitely. It's kind of cool because I think vinyl's kind of made a comeback a little bit. Like you're seeing it in stores, and I actually have had a couple of musicians who've given me like vinyl 45s.
Yeah.
Which were it's to me that's really cool because I grew up with vinyl, so I think it's awesome to see it making a comeback like that.
You know, funny enough, for like someone like me, that I'm 25 and I didn't grow up with vinyl, but I listened to it extensively because those recordings, those records of those musicians and those songs, you can't get those versions online because they're processed, so they're not the same.
They were also, I gotta say, like little works of art, and you know, in many cases the cover. But a couple of albums that this was even before my time. That you know, I was a big collector, so I would go to like record shops and stuff. That even the record, the vinyl album itself had really cool. You know, they came in different colors. They were different.
Yeah.
They had different artwork on it, and I'm like, wow, that's awesome.
I think that's why you'd spend $20 because you're walking by and you look at a cover, a really fantastic cover. Right, you open it and okay, I'll spend $20 on this. It's something physical, something tangible. Right,
absolutely. And tell us a little bit about that title, by the way, the Johnny.
Oh, right, Searching for Johnny the Warrior. Well, you know how we were talking earlier about like why even have a title for a record when all the songs are their own entities. Well, so I'm using the title to do something, which is trying to reach out to this. You know, there's a lot of Johnnies out there, but there's this one Johnny in particular that I met one time about a handful of years ago in a random airport bar, and we spoke for about half an hour. We hugged each other and then walked away, and I'm trying to find that Johnny.
Oh, wow, cool.
I'm hoping he'll see it somehow, you know, and contact me through Music City Spotlight.
Very cool. And I should add, before we wrap up, that you perform with Sal and Shannon.
Right.
She's your partner?
Yeah. So if you just, so we'll go by that. We like under Spotify. That's what we're under, Sal and Shannon. Or in Spotify.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for doing what you're doing and getting new music out to not only the Seattle area, but to the world.
Yeah. I'll send you those recordings, and you can use them for whatever. And how do you record your show?
Audacity.
Audacity, and like a couple SM57s or something like that.
Well, I usually turn them into WAV and then MP3.
Mm-hmm. Do you process them at all?
Just edit.
Edit? Oh.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, because on Audacity you can take a compressor and an equalizer, and then that's all you need to do. I know it's not that much work, and then, I mean, I'm just trying to, because I like that you're out there trying to help people. So you know, if I could help you with the audio part, it just show you a little bit on how to make it a little better, then that'd be awesome. You know.
I will check it out.
I'll send you this. I'll send you whatever, you know, I'm recording right now, and because it's also on the phone, you know, it's coming off of the speaker and all that, and I'll message you that along with the songs, and then you just tell me what you think. You know.
Okay. Awesome.
But I appreciate you, like, you know, you're out there doing good things. We need people like that.
Yeah, people like us.
So to speak, you're a warrior too, you know.
Exactly. I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, it was great talking to you and meeting you.
And again, it's Music
City Spotlight, right. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, have a good night.